Telefish Éireann. Monday's edition of 6-1 News is presented now by Brian Dobson and Uno Haken.
The Fianna Fáil say rainbow unity on the north is shattered after Dick Spring's Sinn Féin remarks. The breakaway loyalist volunteer force admit responsibility for the Dundalk bomb. And Roisin McAlliskey gives birth to a baby girl under armed guard in a London hospital. Hello and welcome to 6-1. Also on the programme, the first of our election interviews with the party leaders. This evening, Proinsias de Rossa.
The £6 million lotto winner collects his money and says he can now afford to stop drinking poitín after his £1 quick pick ticket. And in golf, Darren Clarke comes joint second in the PGA Championship at Wentworth.
But first, Northern Ireland moved centre stage in the election campaign today, with Fianna Fáil accusing the Rainbow parties of being divided in their attitude to Sinn Féin. Visiting Derry, the Taoiseach Dick Spring said the recent vote for Sinn Féin in the Northern elections was a vote for peace. But campaigning in Cavan Monaghan, the Minister for Justice Norah Owen was urging people in the south to vote for any party but Sinn Féin. Fianna Fáil said the myth of government unity on the north had been shattered, and neither community in the north could have any confidence that the Rainbow parties would give clear leadership.
Beginning an election canvass through the northwest and west, Mr Spring had stopped briefly in Derry to meet SDLP leader John Hume. In the run-up to the local and general elections, both Mr Hume and the Taoiseach had said that a vote for Sinn Féin was a vote for violence and mayhem, and the Taoiseach was asked for his reaction to the surge in support for the party last week.
They've increased their vote. The SDLP vote is held very solid. What I'm reading into it is that the people want peace on this island. And I would hope that those who have to make decisions would accept that and then get into democratic talks.
So, was it a vote for peace?
I would believe that it's a vote for peace, it's a vote for the direction that the majority of people in this island want to go in.
Mr Spring's comments were swiftly seized upon by Bertie Ahern, canvassing in Castlebar today as evidence of a split between the government parties over their attitude to Sinn Féin.
How can they have it every way? They say on one semblance if a vote for Sinn Féin is against the peace process. Then the government, even having changed their mind because of the British government's position, state that they're going to meet Sinn Féin at official level. Then a minister challenges me to say what way we're voting, and then the Taoiseach comes out and says a vote for peace. I mean, they are conflicting views in written and on tape of what both the Taoiseach, the Taoiseach, the Minister of Justice have said, and the fact that they've sent out their own senior officials to meet Sinn Féin.
By then, the Taoiseach was in Boyle, County Roscommon on his canvass. He expanded on his earlier remarks, claiming there was no difference between the positions of the two government parties.
I want to say, is there any major difference between yourselves and Fine Gael on your attitude to Sinn Féin?
No, there isn't, and I want to make that perfectly clear. I was asked a question in Derry Airport this morning in relation to the elections in Northern Ireland, and my remark was as follows, that I want the mandate that Sinn Féin have translated into a mandate for peace. We want them in the peace talks. The British Prime Minister has said that the train is moving out shortly and we want them on that train. But they have a mandate now, a very strong mandate with their 17% of the electorate in Northern Ireland, and they should translate that into peace by getting the IRA to declare a ceasefire and then by being part of all party talks.
The exchange overshadowed the beginning of a busy week in the peace process, during which government officials may well be in contact with Sinn Féin again. Mr Spring meets the Northern Secretary in Dublin later this week, while President Clinton is due to deliver a keynote address on a visit to London on the same day.
The Taoiseach has denied that the Taoiseach